Good morning, everyone. This is our second installment of our small group leader moment. I want to thank you for taking the 3 minutes to view this video, and thank you for being a small group leader here at South Lansing Christian Church. I want to remind you that we have a small group leader meeting coming up this Sunday night, May the 7th at 6 p.m. in Kids City Park. I wrote you about this a couple of weeks ago, but if you're like me, a lot of times a letter can get, shuffled into the mail and tossed on the kitchen table and maybe not even read, or perhaps read and forgotten. So I just wanted to remind you that it's really important that all of our small group leaders gather this Sunday night in Kids City Park at 6 p.m. We're going to be talking about how technology can help you stay connected with your group. And so we're going to be talking about the Church Community Builder app that you can use for small group leaders. It's exclusively for small group leaders to help stay connected with your group and to help us as a church staff support your group, whether that is through praying for the specific request that your group has, and also through helping us track people who are at South Lansing Christian Church to make sure that as many of our folks here are a part of a small group as possible. In addition to that, in addition to talking about those two bits of technology, we're going to be rolling out our plans for Summer Strong and explaining how your group can participate in that season of growth this summer. Now, I also want to remind you that our All Access series wraps up this coming Sunday. Our All Access series began on Easter, and the premise is that Jesus gives us an all access pass to God. And we're going to be wrapping up that series this week, and then next week, the following week on May the 14th, we're going to be turning to a new series that we've titled My Awkward Family. We're going to begin on Mother's Day, and of course we're going to be talking about moms. And we're also going to be using that day for Baby Dedication Sunday, and so I want you to be aware of that. We've sent letters to young mothers in our church, but if you know of someone in your group, you just might want to mention, hey, Baby Dedication Sunday's coming up on Mother's Day, in case we've missed them, so that they can participate in that, and they would just need to contact the church office to make sure that they can participate in Baby Dedication Sunday. I just want to remind you that the small group questions that we use that go along with our sermons are accessible to you at our website, seekstudyserve.org, under the Media tab, or they're also available to you on the app. And so you have access to small group questions if your group is following the sermons in both of those locations. So I want to leave you with two things. First, a reminder, this Sunday night, May the 7th, Kids City Park, 6 o'clock. I look forward to seeing you there. And then finally, an interesting quote that I read this week from a guy named Mike Mack, who is the leader of the Small Group Network. He said something that I think is really helpful for us to remember. He wrote, "The first thing you must learn to avoid burnout as a small group leader is that God is the real leader and center of every Christian small group." I know as a leader you invest a lot in your group and in the individuals in your group. So how do you avoid burning out? Mike Mack says the first way you avoid burnout is to remember that Christ is the real leader. He's the center of the small group. That means you need to draw your strength from Him. You need to spend time in the Word. You need to spend time with the Father so that as your cup overflows, then you can be a blessing to the rest of the folks in your small group. I want you to know I appreciate you, and I'm praying for you, and I look forward to connecting with you this Sunday night. Thanks.